sometimes you can do better on a small bait than you can on a large bait, especially if you have fish that are well fed. It's not in that time of day when they've been fishing a lot. I liken it to my wife putting a bunch of olives or something on the corner of the kitchen counter. I would never go in and make a sandwich for myself and some chips and a bowl of milk. But when I pass that counter, when I see those olives, I'll grab them. And I'll eat one here and I'll pick one there. If a fish is really not hungry, but you've put something small in front of him at times, and he doesn't have to go very far for it, it's a snack. He'll take it. And I've caught some of my nicest fish I've caught have been on some of my smallest lures. Now, saying that, I get a lot of people that will order a 2.5-inch tube, and I'll try to talk them into a 3.5-inch tube. And I have caught so many small fish on this tube that I try to discourage them from getting this at times, unless they're strictly going for bluegills or something. But something like this is an excellent size for most fish, and it's our biggest seller. But when people really tournament fish and want bigger fish, they'll switch to something in this size. And some of the logic behind that is, when you have a 10, 20, 30, 40 pound fish and he wants to eat, and fish don't like to travel a long way for their food. If it's within their strike range, they'll probably take it. So if they can get a whole meal, or most of their meal for the day or for a couple-day period, with something like this, they'll be more apt to go for that than they will. I had some jumbos here on the table. A jumbo is a 4.5-inch tube, and the people have had much more luck on this tube than they have a 4.5-inch tube when they're fishing for big bass and they're fishing for lake trout. So size matters, but you know, it depends on the day and your luck and what you're going for. Some fishermen have told me that when they go for a tournament, they don't want to catch 10 or 15 bass that are this size. They're holding off for some fish that when they take to weigh-in, they have a chance to win the tournament. Now, those fish are going to be caught on tubes like these. And they would rather get 3 or 4 bites in a day and bring those fish in than they would, 10 or 15 bites in a day and bring in fish that aren't gonna help them with their tournament. So that's all I have to say about size.